I'm trying to decide if I replace hey y'all with happy fall y'all until like December, and then we can think of something new. I think as long as I have y'all in there, you guys will be okay. Happy fall y'all. It just randomly got really bright outside. It's been like raining and storming and all this random shit, and then all of a sudden it goes away and it's like 100 degrees. Suck my ass. So I had this idea the other night. I used to make these videos where I would tweet out and I would have you guys send me a word. And then using that word, I would try to remember something that happened to me, like a story that I could tell. And I would call them mini story times. I haven't done them in a very long time because at this point, I don't even know what to tell you anymore. I told you guys so much useless shit in those videos, but you guys really liked them. And I've had a lot of people ask me to make those videos again, but I feel like I've tried to do it a couple times, and every time I look through the words and I can't think of anything. So I got this idea. I don't even know where exactly it came from, but it kind of fits because when you're watching this video, I'm actually in San Diego. I'm at TwitchCon, and so I thought that I would go through my Twitch clips and I would tell you guys stories based on my Twitch clips. If you've never watched me on Twitch or you've never used Twitch before, it's just a streaming platform. It's just like live streaming, so you guys can come watch me play games, or I would do IRL streams where we would literally just talk and hang out, and then people can actually take moments from the stream, so it'll clip like 30 seconds, and then they can title it and they can save it to my channel so people can go back and watch clips from my previous streams. And so I have a bunch, and I used to do this every once in a while on my streams whenever it would be like a special occasion. So I think I did it on my 1 year. I did it when I got partnered, I'm pretty sure. But we would go through old clips and we would just reminisce on old times almost, and it's really fun. So I decided that I wanted to make a video because Twitch was a huge part of my life. I don't stream that much anymore. I've been partnered for almost a year now, which is actually crazy to me, but I was streaming every single day, like 8 hours a day at the beginning. And then obviously that's faded down quite a bit. Now it's maybe a couple streams a month, if even that. I just don't really have that much time anymore given that I have 2 other jobs. So I really only stream when I have the time, and it doesn't stress me out to stream, because when I do, it's like I'm sitting there for 3 or 4 hours. And as much as I want to do it and I love doing it, sometimes it's just hard to fit into my day. And so I just figured I would go through old clips and tell you guys random stories. I hope you enjoy this. I feel like it's kind of random, but I just figured my 1-year partnership and TwitchCon is coming up. So why not go through my Twitch clips on YouTube? Fuck you, YouTube. I'm gonna get demonetized for that one. So basically, I'm gonna play the clip from my stream and then I'll talk about it afterwards. This is gonna be interesting. So I'm just going to my top clips of all time, and I already knew what the top one was gonna be, and I've talked about this before, but we're watching it again because it freaks me out every time I see it. This was probably one of the scariest things that has ever happened to me. I hate this stupid game. I hate this stupid game. So if you guys are confused, I was home alone, I was playing Slenderman, so of course it had to happen during a scary game, and this was like in the midst of all of my Ouija board stuff, all of the tea stuff that was going on, and I'm pretty sure this was at the point where things started to happen in my apartment, and people were like very skeptical of it. It's like when my blinds were moving and all that fun stuff. And so I was streaming, I really want to emphasize that I was by myself. This is when Kayla was living with me, but she wasn't there at the time. I'm pretty sure she was streaming actually, and she would stream from my friend's office, and then she went to my friend's house right after that, or maybe she was at my friend's house. I think she had finished streaming and she went there. It doesn't matter, she wasn't home. And so I was playing this game, and it was the loudest crash in my kitchen. It sounded like somebody like smacked their hand on the counter or hit something, knocked something down. And I've had an experience like that before in my mom's house when I was younger. I think probably in like middle school. I was watching a movie on my couch and I heard somebody hit the counter really hard, and I was the only person awake at the time. And that, right after that happened, I made my stream stay with me while I called Kayla. I was like, I'm coming over, I'm so scared. I didn't know what to do. It was like, I was in shock almost. And so on stream, I went and I checked my entire kitchen. I checked everything to make sure that nothing accidentally fell over, nothing in my fridge fell down. Because you know, sometimes like, I don't know, like if I have like a thing of soda and they accidentally come tumbling out, like this makes a loud noise. I checked everything, and there was nothing that could have caused the sound at all. And even when Kayla came back to my apartment that night, she checked and she couldn't find a single thing that was out of place. It's like hard for me to watch that and be like, oh yeah, that happened. Because like in the moment it was terrifying. We're gonna move on from that one. I knew that was gonna be the first one. I knew that was gonna be the first thing I had to talk about. Wasn't ready for it. This is my favorite clip of all time. This is the dumbest thing that I have ever done. They stopped. Oh no, they didn't. I'm gonna kick it. Oh, I just broke it. Oh my god. I just cracked it. Oh no. I don't know what I was thinking was gonna happen. So starting from the beginning of that clip, first of all, we were playing Quiplash, which is a really fucking fun game to play with other people. Well, it's Jackbox, but Quiplash is a game inside of Jackbox. Jackbox just has a bunch of like mini games inside of it basically. So I was playing with viewers. This was actually one of my subathons. That's also why I look crazy. During this subathon, every time I got 5 subs, I'm pretty sure, I put a different tattoo on my face. So my entire neck was covered in tattoos. I put tattoos on my face, and then I actually went to a bar that night, so all the tattoos on my neck were still there. I got the ones off my face, but someone really thought that they were real, and I had like Doc McStuffins, Peppa Pig. Oh my god. Someone was like, nice tattoo. I was like, thank you. But anyways, okay, I was playing Quiplash, we were just playing games, and there were these girls who were being really loud outside my apartment. And this is when I lived in Texas, so my computer, like where my desk was, there was a window right in front of it, and then it was the parking lot. And they wouldn't stop, and so I made a joke to my stream. I said, should I hit my window and scare them away? Because they were so obviously right next to my window. So I was like, should I just make a loud noise so that they leave? And everybody was like, yeah, do it, do it, do it. So I was gonna originally just like hit my window or punch my window. And then I thought, you know what would be louder than me punching my window? If I kicked the bitch. So my genius brain was like, nothing could possibly go wrong if I kick my window full force right now. So I did. I prepped myself. I get up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I kicked my window, and then at first I don't realize, you can obviously see that in the clip, I don't realize what I had done, and then I immediately start panicking. I started laughing so hard that I started crying, and I was also like in shock because I couldn't believe that I just broke my window on stream because there were people being loud. But honestly, I'm pretty sure that it made the girls go away, because if you heard a bitch kick her window, I mean, I would be scared. And then trying to explain that to my maintenance man, I didn't want to tell him I kicked my window. And then at first people thought too, when I told them that I kicked my window, that like my foot went through the window. So then they're just picturing me with like my leg out the window and these little teenage girls just running around underneath, and I'm like stuck in my window. But that didn't happen. It wasn't that dramatic. But yeah, I kicked my window. And I really broke that bitch. I was like half embarrassed, half amazed at myself. I didn't know I was that strong. I'm impressed. Oh my god, there's literally a clip of me farting on stream. I have no shame. Kayla made me laugh and I farted. I can't fucking help it that I'm a person. I'm alive. I'm gonna get a drink. And no, I'm not playing that one. All you weirdos with your fetishes, I'm not playing my burp on my video or my fart. I play lots of burps. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to go in more depth because if you weren't in the streams during this time, you're probably not gonna understand most of this, but it's so funny to me, so I wanna talk about it. We're gonna go, look at all of our slaves. Oh my god. I mean, look at all of our team members. They're not slaves, they're not slaves. So basically when I first started streaming, it was mainly because I wanted to play Sims really badly. Or I think I was playing Sims like 6 hours a day, so I was like, I might as well start streaming it, like why not? So thank you Sims, you're the reason that I started on Twitch. I used to watch this guy, Call Me Kevin, all the time. I still watch him every once in a while, but he makes Sims videos on YouTube. But he had this one family, and he had basement slaves, pretty much. I'm gonna call them slaves, and all of you from my Twitch can shut the fuck up. But he would put people in his basement and he would make them paint so that he could make money, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the entire world, so I copied it. So I made a huge family, and I put, I think like 4 or 5, I think I put like 6 people in my basement just to paint and make me money. And then I had one person living upstairs on the top floor, and then I had almost like a bachelorette thing going on. She was dating 3 men, and then everybody voted on which one they wanted her to marry. But it was so fun, and I refused to call them slaves. I said they were my basement family, and they were there to make me money, and they lived in luxury, okay? They had a way better house than my bitch upstairs did, so they were living, no. They were not slaves, but they would stay down there and they would paint 24/7 to make me money. And I was rich. But every time I slipped up and accidentally called them slaves, people would clip it, because every time someone in my chat was like, they're literally slaves. I'm like, no, they're not. They're not slaves. They're part of our team. Because I'm your coach, you know? This one doesn't need any sort of explanation. It's just, it's Kayla.
The boxes.
Not the box. Open it.
It's funny too because going through all my Twitch clips, you really see how many hair colors I've had throughout this fucking year. It's been a year and I've gone from blonde to like orange, I'm pretty sure, to pink. Or no, then I went to purple and then I went to pink. I don't know, I've been through a lot. Blonde, orange, back to blonde because it faded, purple, magenta, brown, no, purple, magenta, pink, back to like a dark purple slash brown, like the color that I have now. I don't know, I've been through a lot, okay? It's been an interesting year. But that was actually one of my first streams. Fun fact, one of the main reasons I started streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube is because Kayla used to stream on Twitch like every single day. If you guys didn't know, she used to live in Arizona. That's when her and I got really close. And then she ended up going to Argentina when I moved to Texas. But she would do Fright Nights on her stream. So every single Friday she would play horror games. And I would go over every once in a while and I would play the games with her. Or I mean, honestly, I went over there like every single day anyways. Kayla and I were inseparable at that time in our life. But she had streamed on Twitch and she knew how to do the whole streaming thing. And so she helped me a lot with my setup because I had no idea how to stream. Like I did not know what I was doing. I was so nervous. And so she was in a lot of my first streams because I was an anxious little bitch. So shout out to Kayla, even though you literally dropped our pizza live in front of probably like 200 people. It's fine because I love you. Oh my god, this... Sorry to anybody wearing headphones. Can you stop playing?
Thank you guys. Like, I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate that I cry. What is Teriyaki Boys walking? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't remember what the occasion for that was. I really don't. That wasn't my 1 year, I don't think, because I literally just had my 1 year when I was in Arizona. I don't know what that was. I don't know what occasion that was. So if somebody remembers, please remind me. Wolfgang is somebody that I met on Dead by Daylight. That's the game that I played almost the majority of my streaming career. It's still my favorite game. But there was one point where me and my friends, who I also met through streaming, we would play and we would like role play almost. So we would go on TeamSpeak or Discord. We'd go on TeamSpeak. I fucking hate Discord. But I know everyone's gonna be like, TeamSpeak? We would go on TeamSpeak and we would just like sing and be stupid and be really random. And Wolfgang was one of the killers that we had because we would try to like befriend the killer so they wouldn't kill us. We would just like hang out basically during the game. If you've never played Dead by Daylight, that might be confusing, but obviously the killer's supposed to kill you, and our goal was to get them to not kill us. And so Wolfgang was actually one of the killers, and he came to my stream, and then he was just like one of the most supportive people in my streams, and that specific day he gifted me 100 subs. One sub costs $5 if you're a tier 1 sub, which means he spent $500 on me, and I was already in tears. Oh wait, I think that was my birthday. Actually, wait, that was 100% my birthday, or something around my birthday. I think that was when, fuck, I don't remember why I was crying, because I was originally crying in that clip before he even did that. I was already crying, and then he gifted me, that was 50 subs. That was just the first 50. And so I started crying even harder because I was in shock. Like, I couldn't believe that he would do that. Like, it's so kind. It's so fucking generous. And then he gifted me another 50 after that. And I don't think I have the clip from that one. It's probably somewhere on here, but that one's the one that went, I guess, more viral because I tweeted that because I was in shock. I've met so many incredible people on Twitch, just like in the games that I play. I met my boyfriend on Twitch pretty much. I mean, he knows Paige, but a lot of you were asking me about him, by the way, so I'll talk about him for like 2 seconds. Hey John, his name's John. I'm not gonna call him my boyfriend anymore because I hate when people do that, so I'm gonna call him by his name. So John knows one of my really good friends, Paige, and they were really good friends. They've known each other for like a year. And so I still have texts. This is so weird. I was looking at them the other day with John because we were like reminiscing, you know? I have text from Paige. It was a screenshot of her and John's conversation, and he was like, I'm in love with Courtney. And she was like, aren't we all? And he had seen something that I posted on Twitter, and then he had come to a couple of my streams at that point, I think. So he started coming to my streams, and then we started talking from my streams, and then we started dating. I'm not going to go into too many details because y'all don't need to know. But basically, Paige helped like set us up. But I kind of met him through Twitch a little bit because he would come to my streams and he would talk in my chats and stuff. But anyways, let's continue. I've already been talking for 20 minutes and I don't know what about. About what? I don't know what about. I don't know about what? Also, sorry that it keeps getting light and dark. It's, like I said, it's so gloomy outside and then all of a sudden it gets bright. So right now it's really gloomy. So I know it's dark in here, but ignore it, okay? Do you guys just want to watch a clip of me getting scared because they're kind of funny?
I hear running. Oh my god.
Slenderman was the death of me. I'm gonna be honest. Slenderman really destroyed my soul. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh my god, this is actually where one of my merch pieces came from. If you guys have ever gone to my merch shop, I have a shirt that says these outfits are fire. This is where that originated. Like, why are these not available for like older men? Like, these outfits are fire. I hate that I just said that. I'm ending my stream right now. Oh, it was so cringy. And I didn't mean to say it. Like, I said that so unironically. That was the most unironic thing I've ever said. And I was so embarrassed. I was so ashamed of myself. I was so passionate. Oh, I was so passionate. And so I kept saying, I was like, don't talk about it. Like, I don't want to talk about what I just said. And my chat would not give it up. And they just kept bullying me about it for like weeks and months. And so I finally gave in and I just made a t-shirt that said, these outfits are fire. I was just trying to dress up my kids on Sims. And I found a cute outfit for a little boy and I just wished that they had it for older people. And then it just slipped out. I said, these outfits are fire. So cringy. I don't know what this is. I think this is when I was looking through my kitchen. I want to see the punch-outs. Nothing fell. I'm leaving. I'm leaving my apartment. Oops, didn't mean to turn that off. I'm gonna leave. Okay, bye. Nothing fell. That was after the bang happened. I was on the phone with Kayla and I was about to leave my apartment because I was freaking the fuck out. Oh my god, this is a good story. I kind of told this one at the end of one of my videos, but we're gonna talk about it again, but here we go. I don't want to have it in my lap though. Like, I don't know where to bash it. Okay, are you ready?
No.
Download.
Are you ready?
Wait, I think he wants an intense smash. For $1,000, but he wants a smackaroonie.
Whoa. I can't hit it that hard, Sam. You hit it. Dude, the cops are gonna fucking call me. Stop.
Yeah,
That's so fucking loud. Is that good enough for you?
First of all, I'm gonna have to cut that clip up because I don't want to get copyright claimed because I have the Jonas Brothers playing in the background. But this is a long story and it's probably one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Also, it's raining now. I'm gonna keep apologizing for the weather. I don't even know if you can hear it, but if you do, I'm sorry. So there was one day where I was streaming IRL. So basically, I wasn't playing any games. I was just sitting there talking to my chat. And Joey Salads comes into my chat. Joey Salads. Fuck yourself. He comes into my chat and he says, I'll give you, I think he said $1,000 to bash your TV. And so I didn't notice his name at first and I was just like, you're gonna give me $1,000? Okay, whatever. And I ignored him. I just kind of was like, whatever. So then he donates me $100 and he was like, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'll give you $1,000 to bash in your TV. So he kept going with that. He kept donating me $100 at a time. I think I ended up with like $1,400 from this event. So I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna bash my TV and you're wasting your money right now because he kept donating me $100. And I was like, I already said no, I'm not bashing my TV, so you just wasted $300. Congratulations. And so I told him that I would bash in my computer monitor. And he was like, if you have a computer monitor, that's fine, but I need to make sure that it works. So I pull out, this is the best part, I pull out a computer monitor from a box that I have from when I moved, and I can't even use this monitor. It's not even compatible with my computer. So it's literally just collecting dust in a fucking box. And it was probably like $50, $100. It was a pretty cheap monitor. So I pull it out of the box and I was like, here's the monitor. He's like, I need you to plug it in to show me that it works. So then I got kind of paranoid. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get caught right here because I can't plug it into my computer because it doesn't have the right cord to go into my computer. It's not like HDMI or anything like that. It's like the blue chunky thing. I don't know what it's called. I can't think of it. And so I was like, all right. So I plug it into an outlet and it turns on. And I was thinking for some reason that I had to have it plugged into my computer and an outlet for it to turn on, but I was wrong. So I plug it into an outlet, it turns on, and he was like, okay. So he sends me $1,000. Like, he donates me $1,000 on my stream. And I was like, God, I was like in shock because I was like, I can't believe I just got paid. And I hadn't even done it yet. I was like, what if I didn't do it? What if you just gave me the money and I decided never mind? And so my brother got me a hammer and I bashed this useless, shitty computer monitor that was probably at this point worth $20, and I made $1,400. And then he makes a video on it, and I'm the thumbnail of the video, and in the fucking video, he's just like insulting me the whole time. He's calling me an e-girl, saying that e-girls just want money, this and that, and then just whatever. Very sexist, I would say, which, you know what, that's fine. Say what you want about me. I just made $1,400 for no reason. So I bashed in my computer monitor. That's pretty much the whole story. And I still have it actually. It's in my office because I've been way too lazy to get rid of it. And it's like a great memory. It's like I look at it and I just think of money, you know? We finesse. But I was like, I'm not bashing my TV. I could buy a new TV for $1,000, yes. But at the same time, I have too much, no. I have some morals. I'm not gonna come into my living room, pick up my TV, bring it in my office, and no. But I got away with that monitor. Yes, I did. But I think that's gonna end it off. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would go through more clips, but I feel like a lot of them are like inside jokes in my streams, or it's like games where you would have to know the game or have watched the game or like been there, you know what I mean? It's one of those situations where it's like, you had to be there. you know? But it is really fun to reminisce on this, and I do feel like my YouTube community is a lot different than my Twitch community, and not in a bad way. I definitely have more of a reach on YouTube. I have more of you guys watching my videos, more of you commenting, but on Twitch it's a really close community that we have. It's like a bond that like I can't really explain it. I know it's really lame, but I have met so many amazing people on Twitch, and I've gotten really close with most of my viewers on Twitch. Like, we talk and I know about their lives, and it really is amazing. It's really cool to get to know the people who are behind the comments or behind the views on my videos. And I guess I just wanted to make this video to like bring the two communities together, to like let you guys in on some of the fun, you know? And like I said, it's coming up on my 1 year and TwitchCon, so I just thought it was a very fitting time to make this video. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to come to any of my streams, I'll have it linked down below. I don't have a schedule anymore. I just kind of tweet out when I'm going live. Whenever I make a set schedule for myself, or I tell myself I have to do something on a certain day, I always get really unmotivated, and then I don't want to do it anymore because my brain sucks. And so I pretty much just stream whenever it sounds like a good idea, which is like never anymore because I don't have time. But I will be streaming in the future, obviously, so if you want to check it out, it'll be down below. To anybody coming here from my Twitch channel, I love you guys. Thank you for all these memories. Honestly, I think that while I was streaming, I was at one of my lowest points in my depression. That was when I was in Texas before I came home, and streaming was a way for me to kind of get away from all of that and just be distracted for a couple hours and have my chat, just people that I could talk to and people that I could confide in and tell them whatever I wanted to, and we could joke about it, or they can make me feel better, or hopefully I can make them feel better. I know I've had a lot of people come through my streams who were having a hard time, and just even sitting there for a couple hours and being able to talk to other people in the chat and make friends in the chat, and then take it to Discord even after the stream was over and just make friendships out of that. I mean, honestly, it's the coolest thing for me. I think I've said this like 5 times already in this video, but I've met amazing people through it, and they really did help me get through that time in my life. But now that I'm done being sappy, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye! Also, these are the eyelashes from my tutorial that I did. I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but I am in love with them. I can't take them off now. Every time I wear smaller eyelashes, I feel naked. Like, I feel ugly. It's like my life isn't complete without them. They're fantastic. They're incredible. Incredible, amazing, show-stopping. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna go. See ya!